Hey y'all, hey, what's happening? If you're new to my channel, my name is Tasha Marie TMR. How you doing, baby? Alright, if this is your first time here and you have not yet subscribed, please do so at this moment. And if you've been watching me for a while and you just realized, dang, I'm missing all of Tasha Marie TMR's videos. Well, girl, go on, click that notification bell. Make sure you click the top option, which is all, so therefore you could be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you've been watching me for a while and you still like, girl, go on, hit that subscribe button. You know you love me. Welcome back to another car vlog, y'all. Hey you guys, welcome back. Alright, y'all, we riding in the car today. We gonna ride and talk. All right, so y'all, today was just not, I just wasn't in a real good mood this morning, y'all, when I woke up. So I just decided to put on a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, baby, put these earrings on and mob out. Okay, like your girl didn't feel like ironing any clothes. I normally iron my clothes at night, but I was up kind of late last night and I was just like, you know what, today ain't today. You know how that is. Y'all know we get up some mornings and we just don't feel like feeling fabulous, okay? And you know what, that's okay, because we all can get a day off and be looking fabulous and feeling fabulous, okay? So today is my day. All right, you guys, so what I want to talk about today, y'all, is living above your means. And the reason why I want to talk about that, you guys, is because we're getting close to the holiday season. Walmart has started their Christmas layaway. Thank you, Jesus. I don't need to utilize that this year. I remember years before Walmart even did away with layaway period and then just went to Christmas layaway. I remember starting my layaways in September, because I have 4 children that I had to provide for, and it was always a struggle for me, y'all. You know, as we all know, you know, the holidays is rough because everything comes at the end of the month, and then you only got a couple of days before the beginning of the month where all your bills is paid. The most importantly one, your rent, okay, or mortgage. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it was sometimes where I would pay my rent late. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that because I wanted to make sure that my kids had everything that they wanted. And after years, a few years went by, I started realizing, girl, why is you doing all this? Like, at the end of the day, you know, us as parents, we want our children to have the best. We want our children to have all their needs and their wants. But I mean, unless you just balling out of control, baby, a lot of times that's not possible. Even if you are a person who makes a good living, but if you have a lot of children, sometimes you just evening it on out. You know, when them game systems started becoming really popular, and you know, my sons would want those game systems, and you know, y'all, I mean, I would just be like, oh my God. Like, when I would tell y'all I hated GameStop, like, I literally hated GameStop. I hated going into GameStop. And speaking of GameStop, y'all, they closing a bunch of their stores. But, so they might be having some sales going on. So if y'all got kids who like them video games and stuff, y'all might want to get on in there, because they closing, like, system-wide. I think they said they was closing, like, 180 stores. So that's a lot. So, yeah, so you guys, I would get myself all worked up over the holidays. I would be so stressed out because I'm trying to, you know, pay bills throughout the month, you know, keep the food in the house, and try to supply a Christmas or a holiday for my children. And then, you know what? Over time, I started, you know, developing new practices for the holidays. You know, I started telling my kids, look, I buy y'all all through the year. What makes Christmas any special than any other day? Like, I get it, it's the, you know, the season for giving. The reason for the season is the birth of Jesus Christ. But I buy y'all, I buy you on your birthdays. I buy you guys when we just go shopping and y'all see something y'all want, and if it's within my budget, I buy it. You know, why should I kill myself to produce a great Christmas when I kill myself all year to produce a great life all through the year? Yeah, I would literally be stressed out for 1 year. I would have stress the other 364 days, because living life is stressful in itself, especially when you're a parent of, you know, children. But y'all, I don't know what it was, when October would come, November, baby, the stress level went from 0 to 10 quick for me every year. And then one day my mother talked to me and she was like, do you have a Christmas club? And I was like, no. And she was like, you need to get a Christmas club, because I've always had a credit union as one of my bank accounts. She said, you need to start a Christmas club at your bank account, or at your bank, and start saving that way. And I did start doing that the last few years that my kids were still, you know, young enough to where they would appreciate gifts. Now they old and rusty, child, I don't even worry about it. Now what I do, like what I did last year, you guys, I gave all my children a gift card. A Visa gift card. I put money on a Visa gift card, and I was done. You know, because, you know, I mean, a lot of times, you know, I noticed when they were little, I would buy some things for them, toys and stuff, and y'all, they would play with them toys all of the first week, maybe 2. Then next thing you know, I would find pieces of the toys all over the house, or it's up under the bed, or throw it up in the closet. Child, they didn't care about it anymore. And I'm thinking to myself, I literally went through hell and high water to get you this stuff, and now you don't even... God, they would be playing with the old toys. They would have more fascination with the old toys than they would the new toys. And when I started seeing them do that, I was like, oh no, we gonna take this stress level all the way out. And especially when they started getting older, like in the teens. Of course, they wasn't playing with toys then, but I would start buying them more clothes and shoes than I would do anything. Because at the end of the day, you know, something that was tangible and they could use all year long. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna get off that subject just really quick. We still talking about living above your means, y'all. I was watching yesterday YouTube, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Bells Plus 2. She used to be called the Bells Plus 1. Her name is Marcia, and they call her Mean. I watched her channel yesterday, a couple videos that she had put out, and y'all, you know, she said that her car got repossessed. Yeah, she said her car got repossessed, and she said her husband's vehicle is not operable anymore, and she's like in a state of distress because her money is not right now. You know, she talked about maybe moving out of her house. She lives in, I believe, San Antonio, Texas, and from what I can see in her video, she has a real big, pretty house. But she's thinking about moving into an apartment. She said her lease is up next year in April, I believe she said. She said she's thinking about moving into an apartment because they have this big old house and they don't even use nearly all the space in the house. And, you know, I haven't been watching the Bells Plus 2 Marcia for a long time. I've only been watching her a few months. But I noticed from other videos, when I look back in her library, y'all, she had just recently went through the same thing like 2 years ago, where, you know, cars was getting repossessed and you know, money was funny for her. And you know what? I get it. That's real life. You know, that's it. Cars getting repossessed every other year may not be real life for a lot of people, but for some people, you know, money troubles do come about, you know, and like, you know, I ain't sitting on a Franklin Mint by any means, you know. But what I will say is, you know, she said, you know, she mentioned in the video, she was like, look, y'all got to understand, just because I'm a YouTuber doesn't mean I'm rolling in the dough, you know. Well, I wouldn't say that you're you know, fine, you know, wealthy, but I mean, she has well over 600,000 subscribers on her main channel, and then she has 2 other channels. I would think she would be making some type of money, you know. She talked about, you know, she had a BBL surgery last year, and she got really sick from that surgery, you guys, and she was off work for about, I think she said anywhere from 4 months, 5 months, somewhere in that range. And she said within that time, she spent like $30,000 in medical expenses, prescriptions, I guess paying bills and stuff. And she said that was pretty much her savings, and she depleted a lot of her savings. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really couldn't feel sorry for her. I really couldn't, because, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Not being insensitive by any means, because I understand what it means not to have any money, because I don't got none. I ain't got dime. Okay? But my thing is this. You're a YouTuber, so that means you're self-employed, right? So for most Americans, you know, we work at jobs and we have employers who pay for, you know, help us have, you know, health insurance. We will have vacation time that's paid for. We'll have PTO when we have to take time off work, and we'll have PTO, or we'll have some type of 401k or 403b plans that come with our job to help us prepare for retirement. Well, when you're self-employed, yeah, you don't have those things. Like, Google is not giving you that type of stuff. And I remember watching a video of hers, an old video of hers, where she mentioned that like, I guess 1 month she made like $10,000. This was an old video, maybe a year or so ago or something like that. And, you know, again, I don't know how much she makes. I ain't seen her bank statements or anything like that. But I would think with well over 500,000 subscribers and getting views, like, she has videos with well over 1 million, several million views, I would think she would be making something. And I would think that she would make provisions, like, you know, that you're self-employed, and that she would make provisions to make sure when she gets into a situation where she has to take time off from vlogging, which is work for her, take time off from vlogging when her kids are sick, or she's sick, or her husband's sick and she's not able to, you know, vlog, that she would make provisions in her income to cushion that time off. Or when she wants to take a vacation, because like anything, when you work in a job, and YouTube is a job, you got to take a break and you take a vacation, and would have, you know, things set up to where she has certain money allocated to those things. Like, when you become a mother, things change. Now, she has I believe the little girl is 5, and then I think her youngest is 1 or something like that. So she's been a mom for about 5 years, you know. And I would think at this point, she probably should have known or learned how to budget her money a little better, you know, knowing that because she's had her channel for quite some time. And I would think by this time she would be used to how to allocate her money. Now, for a lot of people who don't know, you know, YouTube, you don't make the same amount of money every month. It's based off the videos you put out per month, and based off the views that those videos get. So if you made, I'm just going to throw a number out there, if you made $2,000 this month, it's not to say that you're going to make that much next month, because it really depends on the type of videos you put out and the type of views that you get on those videos, and how many videos that you put out for that month, right? And I don't know, y'all. I just think she's probably living, well, not probably, that she was living above her means, because she's in a position now where she says that she has a little money put up, but she's not really comfortable with spending that money to get her a car. You know, I would think, me personally, as being self-employed and not really being able to allocate how much money you're going to make monthly, like, you know, like myself, I work a, you know, Monday through Friday, 40-hour-a-week job. So, and I know how much I get paid. So I know how much I'm going to make every month, because as long as I go work them 40 hours, that's what that, and based off my rate of pay, like, that's what my check is going to be. Well, with her and many other YouTubers, they can't say that, because it really depends on how much content they put out and then how much traction that content gets. And I would just say, at this point, I would think she should have learned by now how to navigate her finances a little better. Like, y'all, she was just literally in this position 2 years ago, where her car was taken and she was, you know, woe is me situation. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just totally confused and baffled on, you know, on having a channel of that magnitude, that large, and the potential income that she can receive off a channel with that, you know, with that type of subscribership, and you sitting up here making a video talking about your car got repossessed. It's like you didn't know the car was gonna get repossessed. Like, if you don't pay on the car, then you know they gonna come get it. You know, so I you know, and you know, a lot of times, y'all, you got to be at least 2 car notes behind before they would come and get it. I would think, and 2 car notes is like 60 days, which is 2 months. If she knew she wasn't gonna pay that car note, why not the money that she was gonna pay the car note with? Why not have taken that money, excuse me, and go get her a car for cash? Or, you know, look, I get we all want to ride nice and look good, and everybody want new things and new cars and new houses. But baby, at the end of the day, you can only live on how your pockets is lined. If your pockets ain't lined like that, you can't live like that. You know, like I said, living above your means. You have to live within your means, you know? And I think that lady is in a situation where she was living above her means. She said, you know, she said in her video, you know, I'm not running around here with designer handbags and this, that, and the other. Well, maybe you're not with, you know, I don't know. But obviously you're spending your money on something to where you can't pay your bills. Now, I'm assuming she's paying her rent and lights and stuff, because when she was in the video yesterday, y'all, she did have lights on, and they was sitting in the house. So I'm assuming that's being taken care of. But I'm just like, I don't know, y'all. It was just weird to me how she was on there talking about it, and she literally just went through this 2 years ago. I would think just recently going through that type of situation, that she would have put some provisions in place to ensure that she wouldn't fall back on those hard times no time soon. That's my personal opinion, you know. But, you know, y'all, I mean, like I said, you guys, we got to try to live within our means. Everybody can't keep up with the Joneses. You know, you can only keep up with the Browns and the Smiths, okay? If the Browns and the Smiths are just living like this, then that's just how you got to live, you know? We all want to live fabulous lives. We all want tons of money and nice things. And, yeah, who don't want that? But at the end of the day, you can only do what your money allows you to do. And if her money wasn't allowing her to have that car where she could pay for it without thinking twice about it, then at some point she probably should have redecided how she was going to, you know, the type of car that she was going to drive. Yeah, I'm be honest with you, I don't even know what type of car it was. I thought it was maybe an SUV. I don't remember, but she did say that it, you know, it's gone. It got repossessed. I was like, wow. And then I'm just like, but why is you on the camera telling everybody that? Like, what's your purpose? Maybe she's saying it because she wants people to know that although she's a YouTuber, that she's living real life just like everybody else, you know. Maybe, but when people look at your channel and look at the capacity that you have in order to be great with this channel, and then you sitting up here in a video talking about your car just got repossessed, like, y'all, I don't know. Y'all, that was confusing to me, and I didn't understand it. But I mean, that's her story. She telling it. You know, at the end of the day, you guys, if you're thinking about buying a car, and it's a car that you really, really want, but you're kind of toying with the fact if you can afford it or not. If you're going back and forth with the decisions if you can afford it or not, more than likely you can. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all, jobs are not promised. They're not guaranteed. No job is promised or guaranteed. You know, any businesses are, you know, they're being bought out by other companies. You know, people are downsizing. You know, it's just, yeah, I mean, although the job market is trying to get healthier, but at the end of the day, you know, you can be a CEO of a company today and be fired tomorrow. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, so that was just, you know, kind of weird. And she did a second video basically saying she know people gonna talk shit about her, and I don't think that is. Maybe people are gonna talk shit about her. Excuse me, y'all, I didn't mean to say that. Maybe people are gonna talk stuff about her, but I think a lot of the people that's gonna say something are the people that's just like, girl, what are you over there doing? Like, why do you keep putting yourself in the same situation? You know, and she keeps saying, I'm young and I'm gonna figure it out. Well, baby, you're not. Well, as obviously as the years go on, you get older. So at what point do you start saying or start believing that you need to mature a little more and keep your finances a little more steady so that for you and your children won't have to go without? You know, she said now she got to figure out how her daughter's going to get to school because her car and her husband's car. Her car is gone and her husband's car is broke down and probably can't be fixed. And I'm just like, girl, that's a whole hot mess. So hopefully she figures her way out of that situation, you know. And if you're somebody who's in that situation, hopefully you'll figure it out. Y'all, by not by any means am I coming on here acting like I'm perfect, because I'm far from being perfect, okay? I have financial issues just like the next person. You know, that's why I go to work every day, because I have to. Not because I want to, because I have to. Most of Americans that's why they go to work, because if you don't work, you don't eat. But I just think she probably needs to reorganize how she does things. She said that her channel has been kind of struggling, because she said she's seen how her channel's been struggling because she just hasn't really put content out there. Her heart and mind hasn't really been into it. Well, at the end of the day, baby, that's your job. Like, if you don't put out content, your family could possibly not eat. That's your job. You know, and if you're not wanting to do YouTube anymore, then you need to figure out something else to do to generate income and to ensure that you and your babies will have a place to live. You know? I don't know, y'all. I don't understand. I'm just here, y'all. I just watch the videos. Sometimes I have things to say and sometimes I don't. But when I saw her video yesterday, I was just like, girl, you might want to get that together. And why are you on here telling us that? I have no idea. To me, I feel like that's personal, and she should have just kept that to herself. Maybe she felt like, well, eventually people would have figured it out, because if she was vlogging and never was in her car, then they were like, well, girl, where your car? But, you know, at that point, those are questions that you don't have to answer. If you don't want to tell people where your car is, you ain't got to. All right, you guys, I'm going to go and get off of here. I'm almost at work. I'm in some construction. I'll talk to you guys and see you in the next vlog. Remember, you guys, until the next time, be easy and sub what you love. Bye-bye.